Welcome to your workout that focuses very much on strengthening the quad muscles to ensure when you go into a squat or into a hop or into a lunge that the knee doesn't collapse in and you get long-term ramifications such as issues with your ACL or patellar tendonitis. For the warm-up, the first thing you need to do is come to a wall. You can have your shoes off for this. You're going to put your foot up against the wall. You're going to press as hard as you can into the wall and hold for 30 seconds. Here we go. Switch. This is activating the patellar tendon. Go. Pull your abs in. Head up. Turn around, you're going to activate now your calf. You can hold on to the wall and you're going to go on your toe. And your other leg is going to come up. It can touch against the wall and now you're going to hold here on your toe as high as you can, 30 seconds. Here we go. Eleven, 12, ears over your shoulders. Lean forward. And switch, again, abs in, up high, little lean. Repeat this time. As you do this, go as low as you can. Hold. Feel it in your supporting quad. Starts to shake. Abs in. And rest. Make sure that as you're doing this, that your knee is in line with your foot, that it's not coming in. Go. Don't let your hips stick out. Make sure that they're in line as well. Okay, now what I want you to do is find something to be on. You're still in your bare feet or your socks, something that has some give to it. We're gonna do pogo hops for 30 seconds. You're gonna hop with your legs, just barely bent. This is not a knee flexion exercise. And you're gonna draw your toes up toward your shins. It's gonna go like this. And rest. Now what we want to continue to do for our warm-up is get a ball and go to a wall, or you can stand without a ball. I want you to see what I'm going to do. Hands on hips. You're going to balance on one leg. The leg that you're standing on, I want you to drop your hip out as far as it can go and then drive it up. And hands are on your hips, the bones here, to make sure you're going back to parallel when you come to the top. So it goes out to the top. You're going to do 20 on each leg. If you have a ball, big or small, it does not matter, it's just what you have. You put that ball against the wall, same idea here. Hands on hips, drive it out, drive it up. So I want you to count for 20, abs in the whole time. Exhale, lift. You're working on gluteus medius strengthening. It's the weakest muscle generally in the lower body. It is the muscle that causes your leg to go out, and it's located, it inserts right below your pelvis bone where your hands are on your hips right now. If you took your thumb and you run it up just below that bone, that's where it comes into the pelvis. It sits below the gluteus maximus. So again, the leg that you're not working is the leg that's staying out. Though it's in an isometric hold, this is with the hip you're driving up. Ears are in line with your shoulders. Again, you're going for 20. If the ball starts to get out of position, just reposition it. And you're going to repeat this through on the other side. If your supporting leg gets tired and you need to drop it a little lower, that's okay. Stick it out as far as it goes. Exhale. This supporting leg is almost straight. Now squeeze. Squeeze your bum every time. We're going to go through these warm-up exercises twice, starting from the pogo hops. After these, we're going to go into a bridge. So working on our glutes. So you're going to lay on the floor. You can again count for your 20. I have one more. Okay. Again, feet hip width apart. You want to make your butt go as close to your heels as you can. You're going to drive your hips up as high as they can go, and you're going to hold for 3 counts and repeat it. You want to do this 10 times. A good idea is to close your eyes and feel, where do you feel the pressure on your foot? I want you to feel it in the middle of your foot, not your heels. Again, squeeze your glutes, lift as high as you can. Make sure one knee isn't coming in, keeping them in line with your hips. I'll do 2 more. And up. Then I want you to sit up. This is for a stretch for your hips. Your legs are at about 90 degrees and 90 degrees. So it's like this. Without touching the floor, I want you to pivot your hips 10 times. Lift your hip and push it forward. So you're actually squeezing your glutes. Now I want you to come up into a hold position for a lunge. Lean into this. Your arms are gonna cross and you're gonna pivot or twist over the front leg and come back. 10 on each. Exhale. Push your shoulders away from your ears. Once you've done 10, you're going to go on to the other leg and repeat. Now squeeze your butt as you do this. Also feeling some movement in through your ankle joint. Last one. And switch. Okay, so again, you want to step out far enough so when you lean forward, your knee is over your toes, not in front of them. So twist and push back. These are your warm-up exercises that we're going to repeat. Do this with power, abs in. Hear your breathing. How's that knee? In line with the toe. Not letting the knee cross in at all. You should be able to lift up your big toe. Can you? One more. Okay, to the start, pogo hop. Do 60 of them or go for 30 seconds. Toes pulling up, knees not locked but slightly bent. Here we go. Heels barely touch down. It's almost all on your toes. Have you counted to 60? I think I'm going over. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. One more time. Grab that ball if you have it. Or if you don't, you stand. You go out and up. You can do it towards the wall as well, without a ball. 2, here's 20. 3, now squeeze your bum. The upper body is very still. Squeeze. I like this because you get to also work on balance. Two more. And other side. All you do is flip around, right? You count. Hip out. Abs in. 1. Push in your heel. I want you to be able to wiggle those toes. Halfway, hopefully. Have 5 to go. Then I'm going to bridge and hold. Come down when you're ready. Again, in this angle, feet hip width apart, butt close to your heels. Press down with your triceps. You lift and hold. 3, 2, 1. Come down. Feel the pressure in the middle of your foot. And exaggerate your press to the top. Get as high as you can. This is 7 for me. Make sure you're not leaning on one foot. I have one more. Then I sit up, do the 90-90. Legs at 90 and 90. No hands. Push your hip, squeeze your glute. This is 1. I tend to push my hands together to activate through my chest. Sit right up. Have you done your 10? Once you have, then you're going to get up into that lunge and hold. Okay, so again, step forward so that when you bend your knee, it's not over your toe. This is not acceptable. I need you to be able to lift your toes the whole time. And the twist, here's 1. Squeeze your butt. The big thing here is just making sure your knee is not coming inward. Not coming in, that would be terrible for you. This is what we're working against. Shoulders push down. I have 2. And the other side when you're ready. Then you'll be done your warm-up. Abs in, lean, look at the knee, keep it in line. It's like it's pushing outwards. Like if you had a hand beside it, and you'd be pushing against this hand. I have 2 to go. So this is it for your warm-up.